Hi everyone. So today I'm here with my Aunty Rosemarie and she's very kindly allowed me to do a makeup look on her today. So today we're going to concentrate on skin, nice fresh skin, and then we're going to use our cream shadow sticks for the eyes. So we might do a kind of day to night look rather than something too strong or something too muted, just so that you can see how to use the colours and how you can build them up and things like that. So I'm going to start first with the base, and we're going to use our Fresh Skin foundation in the shade 1.5. So I'm going to take that with my buffer brush and I'm just going to tap it around the face first, just a small amount. I'm not going around the eyes, and then we're going to tap it in. So this is just going to give us a really nice light base to the face, not too much coverage, not heavy, but just even out the skin tone and give a nice clear base.
I'm really interested in the sticks, the eyeshadow sticks, Suzie, because I bought them and I wasn't just 100% sure on how to really use them.
Yeah.
Because I think they're a great idea, because you can stick those in your bag and touch up if you ever wanted to.
And the great thing about them is that you can just use your finger to blend them.
Yes.
So
yes, I heard you saying that before.
If you're on the move and you're busy, it's easy.
Just go for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go in and do a little bit of concealing now. So just around the eyes, we're going to pop a little bit of the Instant Under Eye Concealer in the shade 3, just to brighten up around the eyes.
Okay. I do use the concealer.
Yeah.
Not the way your grandmother does, but still.
Not in those amounts. So I'm going to concentrate on the inner corner of the eye here, because this is where we pull most of the shadow, and just a little bit onto the lid. And the thing is, we want to keep, again, product to a minimum. So once you get into the areas you need, you can blend it out and you're going to get the coverage you want without having to put on too much product. It means as well then you're never going to have to worry about any caking or creasing or anything like that. So I'm using the concealer brush then just to tap in the product onto the skin. Yeah. So we're starting low and then we're blending upwards again, because we want to keep the product under here to a minimum.
Yes, because I think if you go up too near the lower lid, it can get a bit cakey looking.
Yeah, it does. It just catches in the area. So like when you blend it up like this, it means that you still got the product on your hand, on your brush, but you're just getting the bare ends of it.
Yes, exactly.
Just be down for a sec for me. A lot of people forget to put concealer on the lid as well, and the lid is somewhere that does carry a lot of colour. So, it really can brighten the eye and open the eye up to put it onto the lid. Okay, so now we have one eye done. So I just want to show you the difference between one and the other with that little bit of product. And I haven't put any powder or anything on it. So it's a self-setting concealer. So what I always say is just to leave it set and settle and then come back. And if you've oily lids, put a tiny bit of powder on it. But if you can, steer away from it, because powder can dull down the appearance of the skin as well. Like you're going to lose that nice kind of hydrating shine that we have if we put too much powder on the area. So I'm just going to even up the other side. So if you close down for me.
Mm-hmm.
So next then we're going to do some brows. So we're going to fill in the brows and just give you a nice little bit of shape. So remind me, what do you use in the brows again? Which pencil?
Exactly what you have there. Yes, I think that is brilliant.
Very good.
And I follow you in the darker here and the paler one
in the front.
In the front. I did listen to that video.
Okay, so this is the brown, the complete brow kit in brown. Very proud.
Yeah, good. I find it easier. For me, it's easier to use than the pencils. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, everybody has their preference on what,
of course. And you see,
they like.
I have, like a lot of people of my generation, we pluck the eyebrows out of ourselves, and now we're trying to build them back in.
You have a lovely shape on them, though.
I think that one, the other one, I always find a bit harder to do.
Well, we all have one brow that sits lower than the other as well, because they say whatever side you tend to sleep on, the side of your face will be a little lower. It sits a bit lower.
Ah, really?
From years and years of kind of been face planted into your pillow, I guess. So you'll always kind of, like, you'll notice it, no one else will.
I know.
Okay, so before I finish Rosemary's face and go on to the eyes, I'm just going to pop a little bit of colour on the lips because we have the little bit of foundation, they look a bit see-through. So I'm going to just pop on our Blush Berry lip kit, because this is a nice one that's, you know, good for day to day, and it means we can still kind of choose, you know, how dark or whatever we want to go with the eyes. So I'm just going to outline the lips first and then apply the lipstick.
Are you doing that with the pencil now or with?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Blush Berry kit.
Yeah, I have that one. I like that one.
Yeah, it's lovely colour.
And I love Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe is one I think is great during the day.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice and soft. It's like your own lips, but just that little bit more defined, isn't it? Okay, so
now,
I'm going to do a little bit of colour on the cheeks now.
Okay.
So we're going to go in with a little bit of bronze first. I'm going to use my Peach Glow palette. So do you usually wear the pink or the peach?
I tend to use the ones in the tube.
The tubes.
Yeah, and I use the brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it depends. I use both the pink and the peach, depending on
how you feel.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of the bronze just onto the outer parts of the face, just to warm it up slightly. I'm using the powder now today just because I know you're going out tonight, and I want to make sure everything stays as is. You know, sometimes with the creams, you might have a little shine if you're busy during the day.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes.
Just a little bit of colour onto the cheeks. And then
Yeah, I actually love. Which one are you using? The peach one?
this is the peach, yeah.
Yeah. I think the peach. I don't have a pink one of.
Oh, do you not?
No, believe it or not, Suzie.
Yeah, it must be the only thing.
It must be the only thing I don't have.
I'll have to get you one of them. I do like the pinks out, but the peach is lovely on you. It's real soft.
Well,
colour.
certainly when I was wearing the darker foundation,
Yeah,
the peach was the colour.
peach work better. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Radiance Cream on top of that now, just to give a little bit of glow back to the skin. And the great thing about when you're using the pencils for your eyes, if you're someone who is a little bit, you know, unsure about fall down with shadows or things like that, and you are not sure whether to do all of your face first,
Yeah.
there can be no fall down obviously with pencils, so you can get everything done.
Oh, so you can, yes.
Yeah, and then move on to
The important bit.
exactly. Okay, so we're going to move on to Rosemary's eyes. In case you're wondering about the background, I've moved her slightly because the sun is coming in the window, so we want to keep everything as clear as possible. But we're going to use our cream shadow sticks today, and I'm going to go with our white gold, bronze, and our olive colours. And like that, we're going to do a base. We're going to put the olive down then over the white gold, and then we're going to bring a little bit of bronze into the outer corners to give a bit of definition. And I'm going to try to do this fully without using my brushes now, because I'm doing it on Rosemary. I might use them just to blend a little, but for yourselves at home, and this can definitely be done without using your brushes if you prefer. So,
Which is great.
yeah. So I'm going to go in with my white gold first.
But now I was using the dusty pink
Yeah, pink is gorgeous.
instead of that, so this will be good to see.
So the white gold, it does a similar job to your dusty pink, only this one, because we're going to go in with the bronze and the olive, we'll lift it out a little bit more. So if you close down for me, I'm just going to scribble it here on the front of the lid. And it's just to lift that area out. So on both sides. The white gold has a little more of a sheen, so you know, during the day, the dusty pink, if you're someone who likes things more natural, might just be that, you know, a bit more comfortable for you.
Okay, yep. This is for the glam this evening.
Yeah, but we'll still keep it subtle glam.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. Okay, so just a nice little bit of that on. And then I'm going to go
and you put them all on before you do any blending?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So I kind of just, like for that, I'm just tapping the edges just to keep it, you know, you're not going to see any lines or edges with that colour anyway because it's so light. With the olive now, I'm going to go in and just go from your lash line and I'm going to bring it up the middle. Yeah. So literally just on the middle parts here. And I'll tell you why now in 2 seconds. Okay. And the reason I've done it in the middle is so that when you're blending it, it makes it easier for you, so that you can go from the outside and blend in, so that you know, you're going to blend that colour out towards the outer part of your lid. But say if I had finished out here and started blending, then I could end up out here.
Yeah.
So this is just for your own sake as you get used to them, how to blend it easier for yourself. So I'm literally just tapping down onto it to soften out the edges. And then you can apply more where you just want a little bit more coverage. Same this side then.
So you would recommend, Susie, your finger to use your finger rather than any of the brushes?
Yeah, well, it depends. You see, because the look we're doing today is more a soft smoke,
Yeah.
you can use your finger. If you wanted to make it more dramatic or more defined,
Yeah.
then I would use your
A
brush.
brush, okay.
Because obviously you'll get more specific application and blending with a brush. But I did, you know, I just think it is handy to be able to use the fingers as well. You know,
especially if you're in a hurry.
Exactly, yeah. So just open for me for a sec. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more down. See, close down again. Just on the inside here. And then out here. Okay, so we can build that colour up in a minute, but I'm going to go in with my bronze next now and just go onto the outer corners. So I'm just bringing this out on the outer edge here and here. And much like you would do with your powders, you know, you're kind of having that invisible line up to your brow. So we're not going to drag the eye down. So I think because that dark colour, I am going to just go in with my brush to blend this one.
Show me the brush you're using.
So I'm going to use the Pro Blender.
Okay, right.
And I'm just going to blend that inwards then. So it's going back into your olive green. The bronze and the olive green work really well together.
They do. They're two colours that I really liked.
Okay. So now I'm going to just take a little bit of that bronze as well. If you look up into the air for me for a second, I'm going to take a tiny amount just along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to use my pencil brush to blend that in. So again, if you're doing it on yourself, your baby finger is perfect here.
Right.
So if you wanted, I won't do it today because it'll be, I think, too dark for you to wear it throughout the day. But if, say, you were going out right now, like it was the evening.
And it was evening time.
Yeah, what'd be lovely over this is, you know, your glamorized palette.
Yes.
The golden olive colour in that, just tapped down on top of the pencil, is really, really gorgeous. And because you'd have the kind of cream of the pencil with the powder of the shadow, it really intensifies the colour, but it also makes it look almost velvety. So it's really gorgeous.
I put a bit on tonight, later on when I'm going out. Yeah.
Pop it over it.
Well, I have to say, Susie, I think the videos that you do are absolutely fantastic because so many of us, and I'm definitely including myself here, you know, you put makeup on the way you always did, sort of thing.
Yeah. And
you teach us so many different ways to get different looks and finishes and everything else, and it's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
The number of people who learn from it is...
I know, it's nice to be able to have confidence in how you put it on, isn't it?
Exactly.
But that is Rosemary's makeup done. It's a really nice, I think, one that you could wear during the day, definitely, but it'll be lovely for the ballet tonight when you go out. I just think that the skin looks super healthy and I love the colour on the lips, but the eyes, they have definition, but they're not overdone, which for me is always really, really nice. So I hope you enjoyed that one and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.